Hello there. I am outside the Granite Street home currently, taking a quick look at it. I went through the interior. It's on the clean side for sure. Still has a few little issues. See here in the skirting, there are some holes in the plastic skirt. Kind of looks to me like a weed whacker was kicking rocks at it, is my guess. Something that could be addressed. I imagine that would allow mice and other animals pretty easy access. This window screen is a bit bent here. Otherwise, the paint is in decent condition. It has the rain gutter here. The yard is, on the plain side, but it's got potential. Some weeds that could be knocked down, but they're not bad since it's winter time. Here's the fencing that the tenant put in. I have to go around the other side to get in it. Here's more holes in the skirting. Again, I think from a weed whacker. I'm gonna go inside now. Video the interior. All right. Here we go. Lights. The carpeting has some stains on it. I think just from frequent foot traffic. I'm guessing they had a sofa that with the feet coming out there, or maybe like a lazy boy with the feet there. The walls are in pretty good shape. They're that kind of brown patterned paneling, but there's not a ton of holes on them. By the front door here, there is a hole in the wall that's been kind of poorly patched. And then right next to the front door, there's a bit of the drywall that has been damaged. Probably looks like some leaking related to the front door, water getting in at some point, maybe a driving rain. Let me check the door a little more closely. I mean, the trim on this door could use some paint. You can see where they put some kind of a caulking between the stoop and the landing here. It's kind of a yellow color. Now, you may not have been here lately. It's a split floor plan, so the dining room and living room in the middle, and the kitchen, and then the master bedrooms on this side. The guest rooms are on this other side here. Now, in the kitchen, I had mentioned before that the drawers and doors had some kind of like wear and tear. It's just right in here. You can see sort of a, nothing. I don't think it would be the fault of the tenant. I think it's just they weren't a super high quality finish on these to begin with. Here it's been worn down just from the act of opening it. Same with this door here. On the underside of the sink, that's always a good thing to have a look at. I don't see any leaking that's obvious. Dishwasher, fridge, furnace. Here's the master bedroom. The carpeting in here is on the cleaner side. Again, if you wanted to get some new carpeting put in, or like luxury vinyl plank throughout the home, certainly is one avenue we could take. Alternatively, you could just sell it as is and let the buyer do it. Nothing here would prevent it from getting a loan, so it wouldn't limit your buyer pool in that regard. Now, this is the shower that doesn't work, they told me, and I tried those faucets and nothing happened, so it needs to be addressed by a plumber. So no water coming out of that shower. Whereas the sinks here are working just fine. Here's the closet, which only has one little hanging shelf. I would put 2 or 3 more in there if it was my house. The doors are in good shape, no holes knocked in the doors or anything like that. The trim here is a bit worn. Well, it's not even worn, it's just the way it was made. This is just the edge of it that never had finish on it to begin with. Can't really hold them accountable for that problem. I'll show you the other 2 bedrooms first, then you can go out the back door and look at the other side yard. But by the way, the house has a feel of slanting. So as if this side is high and this side is low. I believe it's coming downhill like this. And I think it needs to be leveled. Again, we can address that up front, and I can put you in touch with the right people to do that. Or you could have a buyer request it, at that time. Maybe they won't request it. Okay, the first bedroom, it's quite small, but in good condition. There's no holes in this paneling. The carpet has a couple little spots there that aren't perfect. See the closet. Oh, it's a tiny closet, but there it is in all of its glory. The hall bath over here. The same fixtures as the other one. Again, seem to have water working fine. Oh. Toilet flush is fine once you hold it down for a moment. And I'm going to turn the shower on to make sure I haven't turned that on. Okay. Okay, so water is working. Alright, so the shower and the tub here are working. And then the second guest bedroom, which is much bigger than the first one. Again, no big holes in the walls or anything like that. It's really quite nice in that regard. And there's a couple of tiny nail holes here. But they were pretty easy on this, I think, considering. Then another tiny closet there. And I'm going to go have a look at the exterior. The thermostat is currently set at 56, it would appear, which should be enough to keep it from freezing. It's warm this week, but it was cold last week. Very cold. The location for the washer and dryer here. Right in here, the washer and dryer spot. The back deck. These landings are in poor condition in general. Like we had talked about on the phone before. They look like they were just untreated wood, or they've been painted maybe one time, maybe. But that paint is long since gone. This one's kind of crooked, so it could use a little TLC. Here's the air conditioner I mentioned to you that they put a brick on top of it to keep it from vibrating. So obviously a little bit of an older air conditioner at this point. Still functions, I'm told. You got this fenced area where they put in the fencing for their dog with these nice trees. So actually it feels kind of private in this patio here. Like if someone had a patio set and barbecue, they're not getting stared at. This skirting is bent inwards substantially. I don't know if it's maybe hard to tell in the video, but there's an angle where the bottom is in quite a bit further than the top. And it kind of all the way past that cable box to the end of the concrete, and then it kind of straightens out. So, I think they almost did it because of the concrete and the way the house is sitting. They intentionally bent it inwards when they installed it. Interesting. Now, this side of the house does not have a rain gutter, but on the right side, it does not have massive water damage by any means either. So that's a positive. A lot of times, these mobile homes without rain gutters, this T111 siding does not hold up that well, but this one's looking decent, except for the trim on that door and this flight of stairs. So that's the house in a nutshell. I'm going to send this video to you on YouTube so you can watch it repeatedly. It takes me a while to upload it, because it's a lot of data. So I'll get it to you later today once it's all uploaded. Thank you. Bye-bye.